Hi everybody, I'm Nightingale. If you're new to the channel, we do makeup stuff, unboxings, reviews, get ready with me's, crafting, that my pets make occasional appearances. You'll probably see Charlie at some point in this episode. And we also do gaming videos. And this is day 2 of us playing a game that is currently available for free on Epic. So all you have to do is make an Epic account, download their little doohickey thing, and it is free until June 26th, 2025. So if it looks interesting to you, you're welcome to check it out. Yesterday we just did like the first 15 minutes. I'm gonna move my face here. I'm gonna move it up here. Well, no, where's the best? I'm not sure where the best place to put my camera is for this because I don't want it to cover important stuff, and it uses the whole screen, so it's probably gonna cover important stuff. That's okay, we'll adjust. But this is a game basically about being an FBI operator. However, when last we left, we had been hacked, and we haven't actually talked to the hacker yet. So let's have a conversation with Hal, who knows our name. How do you know my name? I know many things about you, Evan. You realize you've hacked into the FBI. Sure they do, but, you know, kind of figured that one out. Well, good. You're as stupid as you look. I wouldn't if I didn't have to, but since you guys aren't really doing your jobs, what are you talking about? What do you mean we're not doing your job? This is day 1 for me. Let me show you something. Holy shit, there's a lot of names. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? You didn't see her name, did you? No, but that's the abducted woman. Interesting. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. I'm not going to comment on that because, yes, I did notice that. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. Yes, I did notice that. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. I have a prediction that redacted name is me. I'm going to go with "we'll catch you." Okay, once again, you can type whatever you want, and it will automatically type in your login and password. And I'm going to move my face back where it goes for now. Okay. Well, that was fun.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened? Hal? I thought we had taken care of that problem.
I'm going to stick with the truth for now, although I'm pretty sure that FDI is the bad guys.
You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
Okay. Interesting. So there goes my first day at the FDI. I'm guessing coming up next will be day 2. So far, I'm enjoying the game. I don't know what this is. Lots of colors. Kind of like the Northern Lights. There's a kind of figure there. I don't know. This is weird. Oh, that's... Am I riding a subway or something? I don't know. This is weird. Okay. Earthquake? There's a cat. Police lights? A fire? What the hell? This is creepy. Like, I can make stories in my head of what's going on, but I don't know. This is really good storytelling, I have to say. I am impressed with the amount of story they can tell with just some flashing lights. Okay. That's obviously my alarm clock. I think I need some glasses. Okay, we're awake. That's a very alien looking face there. Ooh, sexy.
It's hot up there.
It's sexy down here. Wolf is shirtless.
It is very hot up there. Having that. Oh, no.
I'm sure. I like your grin. I love you.
Hell of a lot.
Oil? Good. Thank you. He made one of my favorite appetizers. Is this my half or is this all of it? I will save you half. This is one of my favorite appetizers. It is a sliced zucchini with just a little bit of olive oil and some Parmesan cheese on it. It's actually incredibly healthy. And I know it's shocking that I actually eat very healthy. And my favorite foods are actually very healthy. My favorite foods are salad. I love vegetables. I love Brussels sprouts. I love broccoli. I love like broiled carrots where you just slice the carrots, put just a little bit of olive oil and some seasoning on it, put them in the oven. So nice. I love vegetables.
Pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
I don't think my supervisor likes me.
Well, I wouldn't worry about him.
Yes, please.
Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You can tell me.
Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know,
Interesting.
if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
My
so good.
phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
It's really good. Okay, so my boss won't be my boss very long. Interesting. Okay.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However,
Thank you,
as your
baby.
supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
I'm half naked. I can't.
I mean, you could.
Without camera.
You could with camera. You're a boy. You're allowed to show your chest. I'd rather you not. I don't want girls, trying to steal you from me.
Highly doubt it.
I don't. Honey, do you not remember when you were streaming on Twitch when I'd go to bed? How often I was watching and there were girls coming in flirting with you?
No.
Oh my God. There was one night I was laughing so loud that I could hear it on your camera. And I finally had to announce myself and be like, I'm his wife. I'm his mod. He's not interested. But yeah, girls are a lot more likely to flirt with guys who seem like nice guys, even if they're not like Brad Pitt on Twitch, than guys are likely to flirt with nice girls who don't look like Angelina Jolie. And I am definitely not a waifu. Cute. Hey, would you buy me games? Because I don't have any money. Yeah, I'm not that. I don't do that very well. I'm not very buyable like that. I don't care. I have my wolf. I'm done. Agent
Good morning,
Pendel is
Operator
calling me.
Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
I do.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells.
I'm
Then I
shocked.
get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning.
That's
Shot
interesting.
point blank range.
Hmm.
Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FBI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras.
Hey,
and I
I'm
got
working the
some
same
footage
2
of Wells.
homicides and an
That's the
alien
news.
abduction that
The bad
isn't.
news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Thank you. Huh. Has it been tampered
I
with?
don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, it is not easy to cut. All right, so let's see the cam footage. Okay, so there's definitely somebody hiding there. And then there's missing frames. And then there's somebody dead, but there's no longer somebody hiding there. Okay, so it's definitely Ray Wells, both of them. Okay. How about the car? That's his car. So what else do we have? We have a car there, and there, and one there. We have the 3 cones. We have a fire extinguisher. We have a whole lot of nothing. Gonna move my mic over. You can still hear me, I hope, but now I can eat dinner. We're missing a car. No, we're not. No, that's not the body. There was a person. I don't think it was him. That's right, there's a light missing.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework.
There
I'm
you
sending
go.
you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at? That's the photo I sent you of the bullet, operator. Can you analyze it and tell me what type of bullet it is?
Yeah, I can. I'm just dumb.
.45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well,
Yeah.
that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it. If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
All right. Yeah, no, we're not. I just dropped my It's fine. Not interested. I'm gonna get in trouble. Won't do anything illegal. I mean, fair enough. Without his help, we'll never solve the case. We'll never find his killer, so fine. Make a deal with the devil, because apparently I'm going to anyways. Yeah, I figured that's what you'd have. Okay, fair enough. That's doable. Fine, we have a deal, Hal. Missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt. Evan, until then, yeah, goodbye, Hal. So he's obviously waiting for someone. And then, like, he knew the car. He walked up to it. And then he got shot and drove off. Okay. Can we clean up this at all? Okay, so who is he?
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Okay.
Wait, I don't understand. How did you get this? Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
You got it. I mean, okay. All in a morning's work, I guess. Hi, Hal. So he wants me to call. Open my terminal and call another agent. Okay, so it actually cares what I type now. Interesting.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling. Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes. Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Okay. Totally redacted. I'm not surprised. I'm guessing Mia's going to be redacted too. Pretty much.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't?
You're
Can
sounding
you
a little
help me
crazy.
Find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
Yeah.
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Joy. I love accessing Hal. Or using Hal. You can't give me direct access, but found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Okay.
Sorry, I don't understand what that means, Tanner. Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
He does at that. At 2 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. An hour and 12 minutes isn't that long. A single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies, attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings in the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's report, referred to report redacted, concluded the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. Okay, so the ring has no ash on it. I don't know if it's been cleaned or what, but that does not look like. And also, gold, when gold goes through a fire, it kind of gets a rosy tint. I know this because my original, or not original, but my wedding ring to my ex-husband was gold, not white gold like my wedding ring to Wolf is, because my ex-husband didn't give a damn what my preferences were. And it was way too big, and we were in a field, and I like flicked my hand and my ring went flying, and that idiot got the bright idea of finding it by lighting fire to the field we were standing in September during a heat wave in a hayfield that hadn't been mowed in months. Bet you can't guess what happened next. Yeah, we damn near burned Mom and Dad's house down. But, and we did not find my ring, by the way, because with all the activity, we couldn't find the exact spot where we were standing after the fire was out. However, a week later, my ex-father-in-law went out there with a metal detector and did find my ring, and it had turned rose gold from the heat of the fire. Now, putting it in cleanser changed it back to regular gold, but I do know that gold doesn't look like that when it has just been through a fire. I'm just saying. Okay, and there's an ash sample, non-organic, solid, 4.2 grams. Non-organic, okay. Open a chemical sample. We've automatically given you to the day before. You can open it with top left. You can find those documents under your personal drive. ChemScan user manual, ChemScan data report. Okay. So how do I do this then? Okay, welcome to ChemScam. If you have any questions, how to use open the sample in the dedicated ChemScam LCA, input the important. Got that. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using the formulas found thereafter. Start the analyzing process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, open the input the results from ChemScam LCA into the analysis and any composition. Okay. So this is confusing. Input the appropriate settings for your samples using the formulas found thereafter. Oh. Ion size. For a solid sample, typically around 6. Okay. So ion size, we want it to be 6.0. Start. Okay, keep going. Delta V for non-organic, sample weight in grams times 100. So that should be 420. Threshold for solids should be set to delta half the delta V. So 210. Sample matrix. Start. Okay, there we go. That's confusing. Kind of cool though that it's like super realistic. One point. .51, 9.33, and 10.58. Now will you calculate? Thank you. Okay. .53. .45. Nine, 2, 3, and 10.62. Sure. one. pH is 6.5. I have. Help. I did. Oh. So 9.23. Oh, there's so many little fiddly things in here you can get wrong. So there's wood, gasoline, and other. That pretty much proves it, doesn't it?
I knew it. Faulty wiring might... You know what? This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why? Maybe I'll end up at a desk in a dark basement somewhere, but I'm going to keep digging into this. It matters to me.
Okay. I mean, I understand how
I grew
so.
to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me.
What is going on?
I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice.
It's been full screen. It's getting fuzzy, and all of a sudden there's like a decent person who wanted to find her missing husband. I found something else out too. When Sasha disappeared, she was 3 months pregnant. She was always singing to the baby. And the thought of her raising that child on her own after everything that happened, it got to me. And then one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby.
Are you still there? Oh, anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone
was weird.
can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
No, I doubt it will be. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident? Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way FDI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? Yeah. It does seem suspicious. I just don't know what they're hiding. I don't either. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FDI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee, sorry, if I didn't have a good reason? I literally have no idea how. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep.
Operator Tanner. Can I have a word? I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Truth or lies? Truth or lies? Heads I tell the truth, tails I lie. Hey Siri, flip a coin. It's heads, we tell the truth. Thank you, Siri.
I see. I should have guessed Hal might be involved. This lowlife has been making our lives very difficult lately here at the department. But we're working with our cybersecurity team. We'll catch Hal soon enough. In the meantime, and this is very important, if you hear anything else about the Coles, you come to me right away. Understood?
Why?
Oh, there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential, classified, and way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand.
Understand.
I'll talk to you later.
I'm sorry. I believe honesty is the best option, especially if you're looking to be a double agent. Like, don't lie until or unless you have to. FDI headquarters, 4:51 p.m.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
It's me.
The same Operator Tanner from before?
Mm-hmm.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I
No.
went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
What did you find?
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they've been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure
Okay.
as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. Lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
Well, that's
Hard
pleasant.
to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If
Oh my
they're all
God.
grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't be
Okay,
around
so we've got
much.
100
The
bodies,
medical
including
examiner
children.
has
Super
finished a
awesome.
preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you
Interesting.
could take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner? Let me send you the files.
So before I open
Well, it's
these,
taken a while. Hard to
just be
access the
aware there
satellite
may
out here in
there's already
Roswell.
been violence
I
with
mean,
this game.
drive
If
field.
it's animated, but if that bugs you,
Okay. Looks
don't
like it went
watch.
through. About goddamn time.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't
That
see
should
that a lot.
be this
So,
one.
to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Interesting. Who's that? Interesting. Henry Jenkins, who's also dead. Huh.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
No, I want the bar, not the parking lot. Let's search for... What name am I looking for? Gabby.
How did you find this, Tanner? Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's
What?
exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Lucy. They're sisters? Interesting. Concrete proof it's
It's
her.
only in theory right now.
That'll be
But
interesting.
more likely, they're going to prove it.
We should talk about that.
Exactly. Oh,
We should talk about that. Save that video. Put the link somewhere.
fuck. It's a short.
And you can still save it to the thing. There's 3 dots somewhere. Add to playlist. One of those should be ours.
This is mine.
There's not one that says, because I added you as a. Okay, up at the top, copy the link.
That one.
That link. Copy all of it. So this is about our vlogcast that's going to be airing next week, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know, whenever I get it edited. He found a cool video that we're going to talk about. And I'm explaining to him how to save it so that we can bring it up when we're doing the podcast. And he's going to burp and make me. There's
I'm sorry, I can't.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
Where do I put it? Ideas?
No, click on list. Oh wait, is there one that says episode 1?
Yes.
Click on episode 1, the word episode 1. Comments. And then paste. Or just click in the box and on your keyboard hit the control button and the V. Victor. There you go. Okay.
There, that's in there.
Thank you. That'll prove it. She has the metacarpal abnormal growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's the connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too? So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
I mean, yeah, they're dead. Quentin Spence.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weird?
Yeah, that's weird.
and
Nobody uses
weirder?
floppy disks.
Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so let's see what we got. Upon my arrival, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. It's interesting. Would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138, a key component of his research, although we did not discuss much. I have the impression that the project stratum sleeper see it's in great importance. Trials are scheduled to commence in a few days. Once I'm well versed with the subjects and the procedures that are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I'm unaware of the project's source of funding, there seems to be no shortage of resources. I'm truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference. Okay. The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of excitatory... What the fuzzy? So basically, it's talking about a receptor, so something that's going to improve synapses, which is the connection from the brain to the nerves. Okay. Interesting. So they tried it on 98 subjects. Okay. I wonder. No.
The symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk look to be there for a reason, Tanner. I suggest checking those two files for clues about the password, focusing on the symbols. Maybe keep those two files open and see if you can do something with them.
Oh, okay. To unlock the full potential, Indian.
Since Beetle lacked wings, the only option was to drop straight down. However, in this instance, that may actually have been fortunate. Given the circumstances, it's unlikely that Beetle would have had the presence of mind to use her. As a result...
There. The key is with the blind woman. They're also using N to locate the key.
It was then, in that very moment, that Beetle realized the true gravity of her situation. In an instant, Beetle crouched, just as the four-legged ancestors had done. Upper legs hard as steel, and swelled to twice the size they had been during the battle with Kite. All in order to reach the king before the intruders.
The key and lock icons, operator. They must be important. I suggest you combine them to reproduce the schematics on the second floppy disk. My hunch is that the content is not very important. Just the part with the icons in the two files mentioned, FMP 1138 and Res 2.
I get it. I get it. I get it. To unlock the files, use 105 Indian. Got it. Got it. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living and that I have been buried in the Dryfield Desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the BioM facility. I'm writing this letter because I'm about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all of my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick. So sick of everything that we have done, supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I'm not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least at the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, now what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this, and there's an address. Please do not be as cowardly as I was.
Don't let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address
I had to have help.
It's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight, I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Okay. So as much as I have to admit, I am hooked on this game. This game is a lot of fun. It's very interesting. It's got some puzzles, but it's got definitely some conspiracies, and I am loving this. But I am going to leave it on a cliffhanger. What the hell is going on? How come the list in one case is matching up with the bodies in another? And the list was found all the way over New Jersey. What about the names that are circled? Do we need to put them under protective care? What the hell is going on here? What was in the lab coat pocket? I want to know. But we're not going to find out tonight. So come back tomorrow to see what's going on. Bye, guys.